Oh, I just managed to get the mask back. Oh, hold on. That's it, the mask is back on. I'll show you this. This, being a master of disguise, this is the hat that I wore when I was in Salzburg investigating the Von Trapp children's smuggling ring. Yeah, anyway. The Faber family. Oh dear. Where shall we start? I tracked things backwards. I started looking at Hiram Faber. Now, his family had moved to America before it was called the United States of America. And when he arrived there, the people there said, he's an Englishman. They said he's a Yankee Englishman. Which wasn't true. Well, it was, and then again it wasn't. And when I tracked back further, I found that when the Faber family arrived in what we now call England, the people said he's a Norman, which wasn't true. And when he had mixed with the Normans said he's a Frenchman, which was sort of true. But how did he get the name Faber? Faber is a Latin name, a Roman word, and it generally means a chap that works with his hands, that makes things. And it's true that Alphonse Faber, as he was known to the Normans, made things. He repaired armour, he sharpened swords, he beat the dents out of people's helmets. And they called him Alphonse le Faber. That's not what his mum and dad called him. His mum and dad said that he was a naughty boy and he should stay away from those Normans because it will all end badly. But let us go back to 1052. 1052, there was this little baby born and named Alphonse by his loving parents, and he grew up in the area that we now call Picardy, and he saw Norman knights riding their horses and driving their wagons and moving about with armour and helmets and such likes, and he was fascinated by them. He loved to be about them. He liked to hear their harsh voices, their Viking tones, as they spoke Latin and Norse and a little bit of French. And Alphonse wanted to help them. He wanted to be a Norman knight, which was a little bit difficult when you're a little lad, and he never did grow to be a particularly big chap. But he hung around Normans and he made things for them. But more than that, he amused them. And that many times saved his life. He amused them by telling stories, which possibly is where he really got the name Faber. Not from Faber, the man that makes things with his hands, but from fabricador, a man who makes up things. Anyway, in the next episode we will look more at Alphonse, how he came to be in the beautiful French town of St. Valery at a very critical point in European history.